Pay attention, creepy weirdo.
I would like a strong, powerful woman to protect me.
He'll fight for America.
Hip, Poopy Square. The Playable Characters Podcast. Well, hey there, beautiful, amazing fans of the Playable Characters Podcast. This is the Playable Characters Podcast.
Playable Characters Podcast.
That's right. That was good, Calvin.
I know.
Welcome, guys, to episode 41. We're in our 40s. We are over the hill.
Yes, we are. We're
amazing.
about to have a midlife crisis soon.
Yeah, we're about to. To my left is Calvin Cato.
Hello.
To his right is...
Sadly, no one.
To his right...
Oh, is Brian McGinnis.
Idiot.
Oh, you went the other right.
I tricked you.
Yeah, you did. You tricked me because usually, when we make the signs, usually the
Pay
left and
attention.
the
I was
left.
trying to see if you were paying attention.
I mean, I'm paying attention.
People like this banter a lot.
They do.
So, hey, thanks to like people that shout us out on Twitter. The Champ, by the way, Real Otaku Kid, whatever his name is, I forget. But people give us like their follow Friday and things like that.
Yes.
Super, we love it. Thank you guys.
And also, thanks again to Danny Serial for doing this, I guess, a month or so ago.
Yes.
Thank you so much for promoting us and putting us on your Instagram.
J Bam and
Yes.
Scream Linda and those people that like our Instagrams and fun things like that.
Yeah.
So, Danny Serial, by the way, is on Instagram at DS Creative Studio.
Yes.
He's got awesome video game art. Check it out.
Please do. Wonderful stuff.
Yeah. So, Aalap's not with us today. I couldn't make it, unfortunately. He is on his honeymoon with Dalsim.
Actually, yes, true. They're riding elephant right out into the sunset together.
Yeah, it's nice and slow. But we have a really interesting guest with us today.
Yeah.
From, I guess you can say, certainly a classic of the NES era.
Mm-hmm. A very popular franchise, still going
Very
strong today.
popular, yeah. Scary. I was always scared of it as a child, by the way, playing it in my basement of my Nintendo.
That you were scared of?
I was scared of the music
Really?
of these games. The Castlevania games were kind of scary.
Really?
Dude, you're scared of Last of Us.
Yeah, because that's actual like ambiance in 3D.
But you're an adult now. When I was 8 years old, playing Castlevania was pretty scary. Ghosts and goblins and the music and everything. Anyway, this guest, not Simon or any of the Belmonts.
No, not Simon, not Trevor.
Belmont, I believe it is, right?
No, it is.
It is Belmont.
There he is, guys. He's actually the caretaker, I guess. He's
Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
he's got it.
Hello
there.
Pleasure to make your
What's your name?
My name is Igor.
Igor.
I think it's Igor. Igor, yeah. He spelled it. Okay.
Well, let's respect,
Igor.
the Romanian customs.
Yes.
Or Transylvania customs, if you will.
Transylvania.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah. And what do you do? You interesting job, I think.
Yes.
I am the Candlemaster.
Candlemaster.
Castlevania.
So you go out and buy the candles, you place
Yes, I
them.
buy the candles. I cut them to the appropriate lengths.
Mhm.
And I am responsible to light all the candles in the castle.
That's a lot of candles.
That is a lot.
Yes.
I mean, there's literally hundreds of thousands of candles, I feel like, in any game.
Yeah.
There's more than that.
Really?
Yes.
Do you have a number? Do you know how many there are? Do you know where all the candles are?
I
still?
do. I have an Excel sheet
Okay.
where I will check.
Yeah.
When
Just check
I'm
them
done.
off.
Yeah, check them off room by room.
How long does it take you to light all? I mean, first of all, you light them and then I would imagine this makes you pretty mad.
Yes.
You know what's
I
coming.
know- I
Simon-
know-
Yeah.
Yes.
Some of the Belmonts come around and just whip them, and there they go. They're out.
Yeah.
It's not just the Belmonts. Alucard is
Yeah.
always,
Okay.
and sometimes the monsters, they accidentally bump into the candelabra.
Okay.
Mhm.
Just bumping into them.
Everyone wants the hearts.
Yeah. Which I was always.
Which I've always been curious about. How do you get the hearts in there?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. The hearts actually don't refill your energy, by the way. That always made me so mad as a kid. Like it doesn't like refill your.
I know. It always felt a little counterintuitive. I was
Yeah,
like,
it's
you would
like,
think the
oh,
hearts
good energy.
would help.
Nope.
No,
Yeah.
it represents love.
Right.
It doesn't
does.
represent health.
Yeah. How do you get them in there? What do you? And why
What
do
is
you
it a love of? Killing monsters?
No, it's love is in you have you have passion for podcasting, so that is your love.
We sure do.
Yeah, we
And you
do.
use your passion to pursue. You use your love to pursue your passion.
Yes.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
that's
But I feel like that love always just goes into, using axes or knives. So
yes, the Belmonts love weapons.
He's French all of a sudden.
So
Yeah.
you know,
that French Transylvania.
Castlevania can be in any country. so I must be ready.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, right.
Not sure exactly.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
I thought this was
Yeah.
an Austria-Hungary situation, but
Oh
I guess
no,
not.
no. The
Okay.
castle may appear anywhere at Jersey,
There are some
over the
scary,
Pacific Ocean,
scary
Yeah.
places in Jersey.
things like that.
So you
Fair.
you mentioned Dracula's Alucard. You call him
Alucard.
Now,
Yes.
is he cool with you? Like, because you're in his castle, I guess. Does he treat
Oh
you
no,
nice?
Alucard's
no.
Dracula's son,
You-
so he's
That's
not
his
cool
son.
with. Yeah.
Yes,
He-
yes.
So he's not cool with Alucard, I would assume.
Right. I would be scared to even be step foot in there.
I knew Alucard when he was a baby vampire.
Okay. That's good.
We don't talk, but
Yeah.
You go way back.
I'm not worried about him.
Okay.
Okay.
You're not scared of much. I
Wait,
would
really?
guess, huh?
Because Alucard hates your boss technically.
But he's very good to help.
Oh, that's
okay.
nice.
That's good.
Is this kind of I think I heard like on the Golden Gate Bridge, right? Like they paint it nonstop because by the time they're done painting it, it's years, and they have to go back and start repainting it again. Is that kind of like what you're doing with the candles? Like it's never
Yes,
ends.
it takes 34 weeks
Wow.
to light all the candles. So I'm making continuous trips
Yeah.
to light all the candles.
And are they all unlit by the time you get back, or there's still a couple burning still after that many weeks? Or
Yeah, it depends. There are so many secret rooms, so no one comes to the room, and they may not burn out the candle there. In the
Okay.
rooms. And the lanterns, I have to light the lanterns and the candles,
how do you get up there and light those lanterns?
Yeah.
and I light the menorahs. I have a long.
Wait,
They're
menorah?
menorahs?
Yes, there are menorahs.
In a Christian Castlevania.
Well, this is Vlad's wife is Jewish.
Oh,
Oh, is she
Vlad,
now?
Vlad the Impaler's wife is.
Yes, Vlad's wife is Jewish.
Oh,
Yes,
what's her
wow.
name?
Yeah.
Rachel.
Rachel the Jew.
It's obvious. Yeah. Well, we don't say Rachel the Jew. We say ma'am, madame,
Miss the Impaler.
Miss.
Madame.
Is
Well,
it
she's-
Vlad the Impaler? Is it-
Yes, but
I'm curious about
he's-
this because she's been long since dead. So
Well,
No, she's a Jewish vampire.
that's a little different.
Some would say every Jewish woman is a vampire, but that's just I'm
My
just me
goodness.
making a joke.
we're going to have to go with this then. All right. So
Igor's cracking some jokes. Okay.
No, she's not his first wife.
Okay. Sure.
He's had 14 wives.
Oh.
Oh, wow, 14.
He's a couple hundred years old, so he's got.
Oh, fair enough. So
He's got
Vlad
to
gets
kill the
around.
time some
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
So do you are you acquainted with the guy who puts the chicken in the walls as well?
yes,
So what's that like? How is he as a
Fully
person?
cooked chickens.
it's a
Because-
multiple men's job. Yeah, you see, we got the one is the cook. He cooks
Right.
all the chickens.
Yeah.
And all the other foods and the apples and all the things that you find, and then you have the mason who builds the walls.
Okay.
And so they have me bring the chicken to the mason, and then the mason puts it in the wall.
Oh, so hey, you're going there anyway. Can you bring this chicken along?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, do you like doing that? I mean, you have a pretty busy schedule as it is.
Yeah.
Well, I prefer not to. But what can you do?
We all help each other as a teamwork.
It's a teamwork. The staff of Castlevania is about 87 people to maintain that castle.
Okay.
Oh.
I
You
feel
know.
to be more.
Of
It's
those
pretty big.
87, how many of them are undead versus like living?
Okay, so there's 87 living. I didn't know you. So if we count the undead, then there's 1,400 people.
Oh,
okay.
in the
That's
staff.
That's-
Yes.
over 1,000 zombies.
Well, we don't pay the zombies,
No, why would you?
Fair.
So
Yeah.
they're not really alive, but they do a lot of the work.
Right.
Yeah.
What are some? I mean, you said you weren't scared of many of the monsters. Like, what are some ones where you like? Maybe the first time you saw it, you were like, "Yikes!" Like, I chose the wrong profession.
The mermen are very aggressive. The mermen,
Yeah.
they're always jumping out of the water. And say, it's just me, relax, and go back and talk to Aquaman or whatever you do down there. You
yeah,
know.
those things are annoying. They jump up out of nowhere sometimes.
But they just like to, they're kind of assholes.
Really?
Yeah.
They like to scare you. you
Yeah.
know.
Well, a lot of things there do. I think
Yeah.
that's the whole point.
Yeah.
I would imagine. Yeah.
And they only see me once every 34 weeks.
okay.
Mhm.
I also deliver the mail to all the monsters. And,
Oh.
because I'm making a once every 34 weeks, so people like to get mail.
They're probably
Yeah,
late on their bills though. If you only deliver once every 34
Yeah.
weeks.
yeah, they are late on their bill, but that's not my problem.
Do you ever feel a bit exploited? I mean, or do you are you friends with everyone
It's
you
like
work
Igor
with?
do this, Igor do that.
Yeah.
You know?
Well,
Sorry,
plus don't-
Igor.
Igor. I am immortal. I've been given immortality, so
Oh.
it's hard to repay. It's like being an indentured servant,
Hmm.
you know. So I feel like I owe.
Who gave you the immortality? Was that Dracula?
It was Rachel, actually.
Oh, that's nice of her.
Because she's like, it's so dark in here. We need somebody to put candles
Yeah.
and keep them lit.
At least for 8 days.
Well, I started off as a menorah, to light all the menorah.
She couldn't do that herself. She needed someone.
Well, she has her personal menorah, and then there's a menorah in the dining room.
Oh.
And then you have to put those things in every doorway. You know those things.
Oh, the mezuzah.
The mezuzah, yeah.
I didn't know what that was.
So I've nailed.
I went to a very Jewish high school.
Really?
So I've nailed a lot of mezuzahs into the wall. So I was doing things for Rachel first, and then it just became, why don't you take this chicken up to the library,
Hide it in a book.
Yeah. Or
See, I'm curious about that because like sometimes they could be there for a long time and Simon doesn't care. He eats it immediately. Like, does he not care about disease or salmonella?
There's not much disease in everything is dead already. Pretty much, it's mostly monsters and dead things.
Yeah, but if you leave cooked food out for months and weeks behind a stone wall, it's gonna turn a little green.
Yeah, I mean, you can't even leave mangoes in the fridge for more than a day.
It's airtight. It's airtight in the wall, so nothing gets in.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very good designer who made that building.
I
Castle,
know.
sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm always curious about that too, because especially sometimes you find pizza in there too, and the pizza's still good. And I mean,
Well, the Belmonts, they go, chicken. Can we have something else? And so, they say, hey, next time, can you put a pizza in this wall? So next time I go around, I put a pizza inside.
Wow.
So, they pay me. It's a side job to, the Belmonts when they want stuff done too.
so you're like seamless.
In a sense, yes.
Do you know, do you tell them where the hidden walls are, or are they like just surprise me?
There's no such thing as hidden walls because people are just smashing walls all the time.
Okay.
And sometimes there's a chicken there, sometimes there's a room, sometimes there's nothing at all.
Plus, it's kind of 2D for us, and they may see it a little differently on a 3D.
Oh
plane.
yeah, true. I forgot.
I just realized.
Which you forget from Giles' friend.
Yes.
Right, that's true. Yes.
It's the other side.
Great callback to episode 6.
I pay attention.
Yeah, you do.
So what's death like? Because I know the Grim Reaper is like Dracula's best friend.
That's got to be annoying.
All the sides.
I've never been dead. I was given immortality from.
So you didn't die
Rachel.
first and weren't brought back to life.
This is a misconception.
Okay.
Oh no, I mean death, like
in
the character death.
Oh,
Like what's he like?
Oh.
He talks a lot.
I wouldn't expect that.
He seems a bit chatty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he's most of the time he's bringing bad news to people. You say, hey, you're dead. Come with me. And they are always trying to say, no,
They're like,
no,
wait,
I don't
what?
want to die.
I'm just enjoying.
I don't want to die. And so I'm his, sort of his coworker. So he likes to talk because he's not going to kill me. So we can have a conversation as peers.
Could he kill you, or you're off limits?
Yeah.
And he can't kill me.
So does his scythe just like pass right through you, or?
No, I mean he doesn't. He has a book, and if you're in his book, then he comes and gets you.
Okay.
And so I'm not in the book yet, so I don't know where the book comes from.
Hopefully Rachel, keeps you around for a long time.
Yeah, I mean,
Are you enjoying what you're doing? I guess.
Yeah.
I do. Because I have. I'm like a traveling salesman. It takes me 34 weeks to make around the castle.
Yeah.
So I have I have a merwife. I have a wife
nice.
in
Where do you both live in the castle, or?
Yeah,
She's in the
I
water.
only visit her once every 34 weeks.
Yeah.
So
It's
I
not
have
better.
a wife in each section of the castle, shall you say?
Oh, that's
You know.
interesting.
And even in the inverted castle, I don't know if
I was curious
spoiler
about
alert.
that.
There's an inverted castle.
Now, do you like to? I remember in the game, the scary part was when it turned to nighttime, and that's when the monsters would come out, and
Yes.
they become harder.
When the moon is out, the blood moon. Yes.
Do you try to get most of your work done during the day? I imagine that would be hard because of the candle lighting, or is it better at night? Like,
No, it's just because the candles are not lit in the day. sometimes.
Right.
So there's a second guy
okay.
who snuffs out the candles during the day because we don't want to waste all the wax.
Oh, that's annoying.
So he's about 12 hours behind me at any time,
Okay.
and I'm lighting the candles. He's unlighting the candles.
the ones that Simon didn't get.
Yeah.
Okay.
This may
It
be a
is.
bit of an uncouth question, but how do you get paid?
There's certain walls.
Is that couth or is it uncouth?
I was uncouth.
No. Good question. I'm not a slave of any sorts. I'm not.
That's why I was concerned because you said the indentured servitude thing.
It's similar to when someone immortalizes you, when they make you a vampire, they expect you to work for them for like 200-300 years.
Oh, that's a long time.
So, but everybody does it. You get it. Oh, I'm not gonna die. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
And then the next thousands of years. But there's money in the various walls. So I know where all the money is in all the walls.
That's a good thing to know.
So I could kind of just help. Can I tell you, Vlad is so rich.
How rich is he?
Do you know those? Sometimes they find those Spanish doubloons in the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah.
He has maybe like 4 or 5 rooms full of those.
Wow, mucho.
Wow.
Yeah, and so he doesn't really even pay attention to me. He's really bad. Like most celebrities, he's bad with money.
So you'll take a few here and there. Is that what you're
Yeah, he
saying?
doesn't care. It's sort of it's kind of like an expense account.
Oh, okay.
So
nice.
like if the castle is above the Bahamas, I'll take some of the gold. And I will have a vacation.
Why not?
In the Bahamas, yes.
Just okay. That's interesting.
That's beautiful.
Have you ever taken a few bites of the chicken before you deliver it? Or
no, I mean I'm a professional, so I would not do that.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'll eat the whole chicken and not put it in the wall.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And then you're like, I didn't get no chicken.
Yeah. And then,
And then that empty wall is just a thing?
yeah, because no one knows where the chickens are other than I do, right? So if you've broken a wall, there was a chicken. Next year there might not be a chicken there.
Oh.
It changes. The castle is different every time it appears somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, right, because I remember it is like, chaos architecture and all of that.
Yes. It was created by a chaos architect. We hired a chaos architectural firm, and they help us redesign the castle every time around.
So when they redesign it, I hope they give you a map then, right? So that you know where all the candles are.
I work with them and to get a map, and then I have the map. Vlad has the map, but he doesn't know how to use it. Rachel has a map, obviously, and then we are the only ones with maps.
Wow. Typical man, doesn't read maps.
No,
yeah,
he doesn't.
Sometimes.
Well, he's a very type A, and he's a king, and he is a vampire, and he's the lord of the vampires. So he has he's a big ego. Let's say. Do you see how large his cape is? It's almost ridiculous.
It's a pretty extravagant
in this
cape.
day and age.
Yeah. Must be, I guess if you're not scared of it, I guess it must be kind of cool to be around these guys, these demons, I guess you can say. After a while, it's like kind of like, it's my, it's my boss or whatever. Like it's no big deal.
When the Belmonts are not around, it's not all fighting and
doom and gloom,
gnashing and everything. People just hang out.
But then Simon comes in and just ruins everything, huh?
Yeah, then we're all on high alert, obviously. When one of the Belmonts is around, or if Alucard is feeling saucy and he doesn't want to just visit.
Right.
So
sometimes I just want to start some. So you guys are all just living happily ever after a lot of
Yeah, I was
times.
gonna say, what do you do during your downtime? Like, do you
He
put
has
on
none.
your own plays or
He barely has. He goes to vacation, but he barely has.
I mean, in the sometimes I stop by. We have trivia nights in the chapel.
Nice.
And then in the outer courtyard, we have it seats about 14,000.
Oh,
good.
So we
huge.
have some big acts that come through.
like the Grateful Dead?
Yeah, that's. I feel like that's a joke, but they have performed at the castle twice.
Do you have roast battles there?
No, we haven't had roast battles
You
yet.
should. Very popular.
But we have various musical acts and comedy acts coming
Okay.
through. We book it through.
Gig salad.
Yeah. We get a lot of college comedians coming through,
okay.
Things like that.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Oh, that's
And it's
nice.
for dead and non-dead people.
It's anyone,
audience?
any spirit or material being
Mhm.
who can make it.
Okay.
If
If they're around.
It's very similar to like a startup.
Yeah.
So they just we provide entertainment and food, for the large staff.
Yeah, I would imagine most of the
Okay.
demons are just kind of floating around, not doing much, so they probably enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because I know the Lamia don't do that much, so
No, it's for everyone, to
It's
just
like-
enjoy.
It's like in a way, it's like when you give the inmates in prison some entertainment. It's like, it's finally
Yeah.
stop working out. I can enjoy some music.
Have you ever seen Downton Abbey?
I have not. Well, I've seen a few bits.
I've only seen part of it.
My wife
It's
likes that.
like that, how
So it's terrible?
The staff in the castle will hang out, like
Right.
all the maids and the butlers and the cooks.
Yeah.
That's kind of like us
Talk all
in
smug.
Castlevania. You know,
I guess.
Vlad wanted me to do this. You know,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Okay.
This is something I always like to ask caretakers of dungeons. Do the
Do you know one of
hazards? Oh yeah, you know. I hang out with
Not
the Koopalings.
sex dungeons, Calvin.
No, I hang out with the Koopalings every once in a
Okay,
while.
that's
You know,
good.
me and Wendy-O love to get drinks sometimes
That's
and
awesome.
chat.
All it takes is horniness to make any dungeon into a sex dungeon.
That's true.
Oh, that
Words
is
to
true.
live by
You should
Igor.
do storytelling. This is what I like to ask: is do the hazards ever hurt you? You know, like I mean, do you ever worry about like falling to spikes by accident?
I
or
have my own set of. You wouldn't call it armor, but I have
Defense mechanisms.
I have workout pants that repel spikes.
Wow.
Yeah, they're
You
kind
know-
of like yoga pants, but they're spike proof.
Really?
Yeah.
That's how. Is it
Oh.
a fabric?
yeah.
Yeah, it's the
Is
same
it-
thing in the spike breaker armor, but it's not as
Is it
ostentatious.
like chainmail or something?
Yeah, no, it's mithril. It's mithril and lycra.
Oh, that's like magical.
It's a lycra.
Oh, and lycra.
it's a lycra mithril mix.
Wow.
And
That's got to be hard to clean.
Where'd you get that? Did you buy one of the shops or did?
No, we have Vlad. He's also a venture capitalist, so he invested in Under Armour.
Really?
So
Okay.
we own about 13% of Under Armour. He owns 13%. But
Wow.
I don't own any of it, obviously. But
You should talk to Gleox. they're in the hedge funds.
oh,
Yeah.
Gleox have been in touch with us.
Okay.
Yeah, we're thinking of investing, and they're thinking of starting a fly sharing app for dragons to like a dragon Uber
I would totally use that.
to ride dragons.
Who
Who
would
wouldn't
call
want
that Lyft?
They already have that.
No, I'm just saying. Dragon. Okay.
No, they already have it, Calvin.
Yeah, I'm
That'd be
saying.
illegal.
Well.
That's cool. I
So-
mean, who would want to take a dragon somewhere versus a car,
Yeah, exactly.
right? Well, good luck with that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, it's
that
not
works
my
out.
Well,
thing.
you should get in on it, maybe.
Yeah. Well, I
Take some of those doubloons.
well, the thing is, they would say, where are these doubloons coming from?
Oh.
And then, the thing is with Vlad, he doesn't pay attention to a lot of things, but when he gets,
Right.
prospectuses and stock reports from the companies that he invests in, he looks at those very closely. When he sees my name there,
Yeah.
Oh.
there'll be
Okay.
questions.
Right, and then that's not good. Then he may tell Rachel to put you in the book.
Yeah, he does. He tells Rachel, and Rachel tells me.
Yeah, okay.
Or Rachel tells him, and then he tells her, and then she tells me.
You're cool with Rachel, it seems like?
Yeah, she's the real boss of the castle. I mean,
Oh.
but when the Belmonts are there, it's all
Right.
Impaler, Dracula, all this stuff. But
Mm.
when he's not, when no Belmonts are around, it's Rachel who runs shit. So
Yeah. How many Belmonts are there at this point?
there've been about 14 different Belmonts in the castle, I think,
It's got to be
by my count.
it's got to be annoying at this point for you guys to just constantly battling this one family that just
Well, some of them don't
You know?
fight. Some of them come in just to look around.
yeah,
Yeah,
scope out the
yeah.
premises.
Gordon Belmont was he actually he interned at
Really?
in the castle.
Oh, he's like the black sheep of the family.
he is the
Mm.
black sheep of the family.
Okay.
And so he interned
Working.
in the upper monastery. Yeah.
Working for the enemy in a way.
Yeah, he was very interested in interior design.
Oh.
It's a beautiful castle.
It is.
It
It's-
is
yeah,
very well done.
Lots of chandeliers, and the lighting is obviously very good in the castle.
Do you have to clean up like all the daggers and the holy water that's the Belmonts spill? Like that's got to be everywhere, man. I mean, how do you feel about that? Does that burn you as well?
Well, usually I'm not around when it's happening.
Okay.
I'm usually I've just left the room where I'm
Okay.
returning from my 34-week
Gotcha.
cycle.
Or
And
if
I'll
you
say,
stepped
well,
in and like, oh, it burns. Or
well, usually it's more it's usually cold by the time I get there. So
only warm holy water does that.
yeah,
I gotcha.
the holy water cools down, and
Okay.
all the melted wax hardens up. It's very slippery and gross
Right.
sometimes.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but that is what I must do.
Yeah. What was
Yeah.
your question, Calvin?
I was going to ask, what do you think of Vlad's book collection? Because those libraries are very, very lush.
Well, first of all, he hasn't read any of those books.
Really?
He's one of those. I love books and I collect books, and then he never reads anything.
Like a certain president.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the library is mostly books written by people who have died in the castle.
What do you mean?
How does
Like-
that work?
Like ghosts write books?
Yeah.
Or before they were dead?
No, they're postmortem books.
That's gotta be interesting perspective.
Interesting.
Are they like mystery novels? Are they like biographies?
Well, we have a lot of author ghosts,
Mm-hmm.
writerly ghosts.
Okay.
So we have all sorts of things. We have, sequels to books that don't exist in outside of the castle. Things
That's
like
kind
that.
of cool.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So
We
like
have
Dead Nest St. Vincent's
Yeah, like
Play.
Catcher in the Rye 2 we have, which is a new one because he just recently died.
Okay.
So
Right.
we've got a couple of
How
extra,
convenient.
We've got about 12 extra Shakespeare plays that
Oh.
you guys have never heard of.
You
Yeah.
should probably try to sell those
Yeah.
Yeah.
to like a museum or something. That'd be worth a lot of money.
Yeah, once again, they're not my books, so I can't sell them.
Yeah.
It's like that one Wu-Tang album that there's only one copy of,
Right,
you know?
it's
You
Martin
know what I'm
Shkreli.
saying? It's,
Yeah.
Martin
it's
Shkreli
similar
has.
to that.
What a
yes.
dick.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Wow. I didn't know that. That's kind of cool. Like, I guess, yeah.
Have you ever tried to attract other ghosts to write? I mean, like, maybe get Tupac up in there,
Oh, what's up with Tupac?
Yeah. Or Biggie.
Okay, well, is this off the record or
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
they're both in the castle? Their ghosts are in the castle.
That's awesome.
I knew it.
That's
See, that's when they try to tell you in the conspiracy, man. I knew Tupac and Biggie were still around.
But
Yeah.
here's the thing: Tupac's ghost is an active part of this conspiracy of him being alive.
Really?
He likes to think, he wants people to think that he's.
I
not
still
dead.
do. I've
Yeah.
seen clips.
I saw that hologram.
I've seen footage.
So that hologram is not a hologram; it's actually his ghost.
Oh, that's cool,
Oh,
man.
man.
That's cool.
But they present it as a hologram
Yeah.
because people wouldn't,
We can't
it'd be
understand. Our feeble
it'd be
minds.
too much for you. Yes.
Or as they would say, y'all ain't ready.
Yeah.
Classic line.
Yeah. You've seen a lot, Igor.
Yeah,
Igor.
there are over 7,400 rooms in the castle.
That is too many
Wow.
rooms.
You know,
But yeah, I guess you got to do it. Well, who's your favorite ghost? Is there someone that over the years you've met, or maybe you keep going back every time you make the rounds? You stop in, make sure you say, "Hey, what's up to him or her?" And something like that. Or is there anybody in history? Or
the ghost of Cleopatra is very interesting.
oh,
Yeah, she's very
how
interesting.
come?
She's a very sexual ghost.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
have you had a relationship with?
No, but
Ghost
she's always
Cleopatra?
trying to, ghost molest you and things like that. She's.
How does that work?
I mean, it's like being groped like by the wind.
Oh,
Is there a
Yeah.
sexual harassment policy in the castle?
Unfortunately, yes, but it's pro-sexual harassment. Vampire culture is very,
very different. They're all
very.
about.
They're all
sucking
they're all
necks and
about
bloods.
seduction and forced seduction, which I would refer to as rape.
They're very sexual beings. Have you seen True Blood and Interview with the Vampire and all those things? They're very sexual.
It's
creatures.
never can I suck your blood. It's
I want.
I want to. So,
Yeah.
You see it's very prevalent there.
Yeah, it's very imperative, I've noticed.
Yeah. That's the word for it. But yeah.
So what? I mean, when Cleopatra does this to you, what do you? Were you just like, oh, stop! I have to get back to work or something? Or
It's sort of a bullying thing. I don't think it's really sexual. It's about power.
so you don't like it?
No,
It's not-
I don't prefer.
Does she look good though? Is it-
She does. To be honest with you, she's very beautiful.
yeah.
But I
Very
don't.
enlightened, Brian.
I don't
Is
like.
she hot, though?
I don't like her personality.
How about that Egyptian butt though?
And well, she's still wrapped in her mummy's papers.
Oh, okay. So that's weird.
So
Oh, so she's well preserved.
she's well preserved, but you can see what her body looks like, but you can't. She's
Sure.
she's like mostly mummy.
Oh.
Mostly mummy. Okay.
Yeah.
Top half or bottom half?
It's sort of like a pencil skirt, but like a mummy pencil skirt,
Okay.
if that makes sense.
She doesn't say "call me mummy," does she?
No, that's
Okay.
she doesn't make
Dang.
corny jokes like
Making
that.
sure. Yeah. Just making sure. That's interesting. So you said that would be.
She wants to tie you up with her mummy paper.
Mm.
Like she's into what is that Japanese rope?
Shibari.
Yeah, she's into. They have a similar.
Calvin.
I know things.
know
What do you
everything.
want from me?
You know
So
everything.
she tries to bind you like playfully, but it's for her it's playful, but it's like please
Yeah.
let
Yeah.
me be.
Yeah.
I've got candles to light.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, plus your mer wife.
Yeah,
And
I have a mer wife. I have a book wife.
Well, my wife probably she lives in the war. She probably wouldn't even know about all this extra
She
stuff.
won't, yeah.
She doesn't know. Was there an official ceremony with you?
Yeah, it was an underwater ceremony.
Oh.
where,
Must have been quick.
Yeah, I said, listen, you guys have to hurry this up.
Gotta get back above ground quick.
So
Okay.
We would do the ceremony. I'd run out of breath. They would fly me up. I would breathe some more. They would run me back down.
That's good.
Sometimes they said, "Oh, we could breathe air to your mouth." I said, "I don't want to make out with some random merman's air."
Yeah, right in front of your wife.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
That's kind of like when someone converts to Judaism for their spouse or something like that. You actually did an underwater ceremony.
We did an underwater
Oh,
ceremony.
I thought you have to leave the church and then breathe and then come back to the church. Okay.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, you go down. You tie seaweed between your wrists, like you make a. You've seen that, and then you eat from the same crab.
Oh, like a live crab, you just take
The
it.
live crab, you cut it in half,
Oh.
and you feed each other crab meat.
And that's the ceremony.
Aw.
Crab guts. It's not cooked.
Yeah. right.
It's pretty
Me and
gross.
my dad at Red Lobster. Sounds good.
Well, that's an interesting ceremony. And,
Yes.
and that's okay. So what are you said you're a book wife. What is that?
It's a book. It's one of those books that fly around and open. And,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and
It's one of those?
yeah, it's a book.
Does it have a hole in it, I hope, at least?
Yeah.
Oh, it does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it does. Do you worry about paper cuts?
No, it's along the
The spine?
the spine, so you don't have to worry about the paper
Okay,
cuts.
good.
You know.
Oh, so it's like a loose leaf notebook.
No, it's a book. It's bound.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
leather
Oh.
bound
It's a
book with a
leather
hole
bound
in the non-paper part.
Oh,
Yeah.
leather bound. Oh,
Yeah,
kinky.
Yeah.
And that's it as far as your wives are
No, I have more wives.
Oh.
I have a Valkyrie wife.
That's gotta be
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, but it's very, very violent.
Mm.
Yeah.
She's very rough.
That's what she was born to do.
Yeah.
What about a Medusa head wife?
I do have a Medusa head
Oh,
wife.
that sucks.
But it's more of like a Medusa head husband because she's very she's identifies as a male Medusa.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
I did not know you could do that.
yeah. I have a
Because-
werewife as well.
I don't know why you're so close-minded, Calvin.
Yeah, it's very.
Well,
Why can't Medusa be a man? Come
'cause
on,
that's
Calvin.
the definition of Never mind.
Yeah.
We're just not caring about continuity. All
Yeah.
right. So
do you look into the mirrors ever with her him?
What I do is
with C.
she wears like you know who Cyclops is,
Yeah, of course.
the X-Men. She has like a
Oh, I thought you meant
oh no,
the monster.
I mean the X-Men. Yeah, we have Cyclopses too.
Right.
I do have a Cyclops wife as well.
Okay.
But Medusa wears like those ruby glasses.
Okay, so it doesn't. So
Yeah,
you,
yeah,
you don't
yeah.
turn to stone.
No, yeah. So I don't.
I
try to
gotcha.
start.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
That's a good thing to have.
So, so real quick, I know you said that you're still going to be indentured for another 300 years. So what's your future after that? What do you plan to do?
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to get into book publishing, so hopefully books will still be around in another 214 years.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. Maybe children's book publishing.
Kids
or,
always need books.
Yeah, true.
Or young adult, like a Hunger Games.
Yeah.
I think I'd like to do that.
Mhm.
Or
Do you want to write them or just like be the publisher? You said.
Or marry them.
well, I can't tell which of these questions are jokes. These questions are serious. Obviously I would never marry a children's book.
No.
That's a disgusting allegation that you have put forth, and I deny it. I just want to be clear on that.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to write children's books,
Mhm.
and then what people do with them is their own choice.
That's true.
I
Okay.
don't,
Yeah.
but also, I would like to get into the music industry as well. If music is still around in 214 years,
I hope so. That's
Oh, I think so.
that'll be
Yeah.
around. Might be a little different, but that'll be around.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Tupac will probably still be going too.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah. Well, he's helping me out.
That's
with
awesome.
That. Yeah.
Oh, good.
That's
good.
cool.
So
So you guys have 12 Shakespeare plays, probably also hundreds of Tupac songs. That
we
haven't
do.
heard.
We have 2 double albums
Ah, it's
worth
so
of extra
nice.
Tupac songs.
If I can hear it later after that.
And there's
Yeah.
this is really there's a Tupac Biggie collab album.
Oh man.
Whoa.
Afterlife doesn't sound that bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
seriously.
Just for that alone.
Especially if you're a rapper, it sounds great.
It's called Life After.
Oh, that's
See,
deep.
Does it make? Yeah.
That's pretty deep. Cool. Hey, do you want to play a quick game with us?
Yes, I love games.
Igor, let's play a quick game. We have the world's most popular game show on a podcast.
What
It's
is it called?
Wed, Bed, Dead, everybody.
Whoop-a-doo.
So what we do, Igor, we'll give you 3 characters from video games, and you're going to tell us who you want to wed, which you've done plenty of times, who you want to bed, which you may have done a few times, and who you want dead, which
Which
you're
you're surrounded by.
You're
Yeah,
very
I'm
used
so-
to.
I know all these concepts.
Yeah,
Yes.
wed, bed, dead. So This first one here, Calvin, help me out. It's Develot, I believe is the name.
Oh, yes.
And who is this, Calvin? Explain to us.
She is from, I don't remember the
Puzzle
name.
Fighter?
Oh, well, I guess yes.
Is it this thing from Puzzle Fighter?
Yeah, but like she's originally from this like...
Who is she?
She's from this fighting game.
How about this?
It's like a robot fighting game, yes. That's famous for having Jin Saotame, which I don't know if I'm pronouncing
So she looks like a warrior fighter girl. She's got a white dress. She's got a sword.
She's a princess. She builds robots. She's a robot. She fights in a robot. So she's not a robot
like an
fighter.
exoskeleton.
Like a titan?
Sort of, yes.
Okay. She looks like she has like a wedding dress on all the time. And,
Yeah.
like, here,
And her full name is Develot de Death Satan 9. So
whoa. Is she mean? Is she nice?
I think she's
Interesting.
mean.
You think she's mean? She looks kind of mean, actually.
Yeah.
Um,
The only thing I do remember is that because I used to, there's this game, Marvel vs. Capcom.
Cyberbots Full Metal Madness is the name of the game.
There we go, Cyberbots.
Capcom's Cyberbot. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so she's in this game, Marvel vs. Capcom, and she has a
Mm-hmm.
special power where if you pick her, you kind of set her on the screen, and then she just explodes and takes out everything if
Interesting.
you're next to her. So
So
if you're an
sometimes
exploding lady.
yeah, I mean, she looks like kind of a badass chick with a sword, and she explodes.
And she's
you
a
said.
princess, and she also is a mech pilot.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah, that is definitely interesting.
Yeah. And her name is Death to Satan.
Develot,
This is her surname.
yes, her surname is, wait, let me find this.
De Death-
Develot de Death Satan 9.
All right, this
Interesting.
one.
She's the 9th. I believe I knew someone who was a Death Satan.
Really?
The 7th, yes. Maybe
Here-
she's related to him, I assume.
This next one we have is from Golden Axe.
Oh.
We had the what was it? The
We're the, like,
the dwarf.
yeah.
Thunderhead, whatever
Gilius.
it was. Gilius Thunderhead.
I'm a fan of the show. I listen to the show.
Thank you.
Oh,
That's good.
thank you.
Well, you got a lot of time to kill, so
Yes.
Thanks, a good.
Mostly, I listen to podcasts as I make my way.
I hope you enjoy
From-
this. Thank
yeah.
you. Tell
Thank
your
you.
friends about it.
Yeah, seriously.
I will.
From Golden, not a dwarf, but a Amazon.
Oh, Tiris Flair. Oh, I
Tiris
remember
Flair
her.
from Golden
This
Axe.
is the lady from Golden.
Yes.
Yes, and she doesn't wear much.
She's like a Red Sonja type.
Yes.
She wears a very small bikini.
She wears a bikini.
Abs. She's got like a 12-pack
As
And
for
she
days.
uses double swords.
for those double Ds.
Yeah. Those are
She's got
I
a
know.
string bikini basically, and,
string
and
bikini. She has magic.
axes. She has magic. All of some of my favorite things.
Yeah.
You know what is it? What else?
Bikini axe magic.
Bikini axes and magic. Yeah, why not? Right. So it's kind of cool. So that's that's Tiris Flair. It's
Yes.
Tiris, right?
Yes.
You
Tears.
say it. So yeah. And this next one, another fighter,
Oh.
Hagar from Final Fight.
Oh.
The mayor, Hagar.
Yes, the mayor of Metro City.
Metro City, Mike Hagar.
He's the mayor.
Yes.
Yeah, he's actually the mayor, walking around in a
in a
Andre the
green-
Giant like onesie type
Yeah.
of thing, and he's got a crazy pile driver, a backdrop, a spin move.
spit. Yep.
He's a giant 6.5
Got a
foot
spinning
tall.
clothesline.
Yeah, he's got all that stuff.
Very
so-
giant. He has a very Freddie Mercury-esque mustache.
He does.
Yes,
yeah.
he wears a.
Also in Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yes,
he wears
is.
overalls, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Or just
overalls, but
one-
only one strap.
Yeah,
Like a
that's-
badass.
I
Yeah.
like that. That's very stylish.
right.
Like a boss.
So Igor.
Igor.
Sorry, I'll get it. If you want to go first, who would you wed bed dead? Develot, Tiris Flair, or Hagar? Hagar.
Well, this is a tough one.
Yeah.
I think I will wed Develot
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
because she's a princess.
But-
She's a pilot.
But Mike is the mayor, and there's some power there too.
I love how you say that. Like she's a princess, but Mike is the mayor.
There's some real local power there.
I've had my.
He can get your roads fixed.
I've had my fill of small time tyrants.
I'm sure you have.
Not to throw shade at my boss, but I feel like with Develot I would have more of a good time. She's she can do a lot of things.
Okay.
She can help me with my pursuits.
Mm-hmm.
Riding a robot.
Yeah, we can ride in her robot,
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
and that would be nice. I think I would bed. What is her name? The Red Sonja?
Tiris Flair.
Tiris Flair. Because she seems like she's not ready to settle down for.
She is a DTF, as they say.
Yeah, she seems like
Down
she's
to fight.
Down to fight.
down to fight,
Downton Abbey.
and she probably would get bored of my lifestyle. Traveling around one castle.
Yeah.
and she would probably try to kill all my coworkers. So,
Oh yeah.
so I think one night with her would be good, because I have my other wives already.
That's right.
So and then unfortunately, Mike Hager,
Yeah.
death to you.
Oh.
Oh.
Sad. That's all he says in all the games. Calvin, who'd you like to whip a dud?
That's a good question. I will say, as much as I like robots, I will have to dead Devilot.
Oh.
Partly because of the the Satan 9 thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The Death Satan family they're very, very well off.
I mean, they are, but it's just that name, Like, I don't want to marry into a
A lot
Hitler.
of lot of baggage in that.
It is. It's like
She
you don't
could
want to
be
marry
Devilot
Hitler.
Cato.
True, maybe.
I think anyone with the last name The Death Satan 9 is not going to take my
Yeah.
last name.
They're not doing the paperwork.
Yeah, they're not. And then the exploding thing, I like my places intact. Like, I know
Right.
you're into crumbling walls, but I
Yes.
like my walls to, be
Yeah.
fortified.
Understood.
Yeah.
So she's going to have to go. I'm very sorry about that. I will wed Tyrus.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I think that she'd be a very good protector,
Yes.
a good provider,
She's a badass.
badass. She's got the magic. She knows how to cook.
I don't know if she'd be a great provider. She's just.
She's
off
always out on
fighting,
journeys.
killing. Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah, but I could journey with her. I mean,
Too
You're not
dangerous
gonna
for you.
last.
Too dangerous for you.
no, I mean, I'll just hide behind her. She'll put me on her whatever cockatrice, and I'll ride behind her on
Oh
that.
yeah, those things with the whip
Cockatrice.
tails. Yes.
That
Yeah.
sounds like something in your sex dungeon.
Yeah.
Sounds like a
cucka
sex
once,
bicycle.
Not cucka twice, but
Cockatrice.
cucka thrice.
And then you are finally going to bone.
I will bed Mike Hagar.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
figured you would be betting Mike Hager.
Yeah.
I mean, he again, he's a big guy. I like a guy with some,
You would unbutton that that overall.
snap that golden button off and just, find me a golden ticket.
He also eats chicken from garbage cans. You may appreciate
Oh
that.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Well, you can't break walls in some of these games, so you have to put them in
Yeah.
barrels.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, in fair, he
Tires.
punches that garbage can open, so
Yeah.
he's pretty strong.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's very strong. He can grab a 300-pound man and just jump up in the air and power drive them.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Pile drive, yeah.
I mean, how I could use a pile driver.
Yes, seriously. All right.
How about you?
I don't know, man.
Tough choices, Brian.
It is kind of. I mean, I really want to bed Tyrus, I think. But but yeah, marrying Devilot doesn't seem like the smartest move. So I don't know, but I think here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bed Devilot. Do it once. Get her out of the way.
Can you handle mech sex?
I mean, we'll see.
Mecha sex?
If the mech is just kind of on the side watching, I guess it's going to be weird, but
no.
the mech's going to get involved.
Yes.
Well, we'll figure
Oh.
it out.
Wouldn't it?
The mechs are huge.
Yeah, I don't think it would get involved.
Like-
I think she probably, maybe we can do it inside the mech, but I don't think the mech would be inside me, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I hope
Right.
not. Yeah.
The mech is like real big.
Like Pacific Rim.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't want to fuck a kaiju sized.
Yeah.
I'm going to wed Tyrus because, super hot Amazon warrior, right? Why not? It'd be cool to have, hey, this is my wife, don't fuck with me. But then she'll be out on these journeys all the time, so I won't see her that much. But when she does come home, it's like, oh, she'll miss me so much.
How would you feel if she was wearing a bikini all the time?
I mean, I have no say in the matter. I think she can kick my ass.
Even at Target?
I'd be pretty proud, I
Or
think.
a dinner party.
Yeah, hey, you know what? People will get it. If we're invited, they'll know ahead of time. This is my wife.
When you're going to meet your mom and she's wearing a teeny, weeny little bikini.
Yeah, I think it'd be kind of. Yeah, I think I'd be pretty. I'd have a lot of envy being thrown my way. I believe, and then it'd be like, and plus she has got a sword. But if they fuck with me, she'll chop some heads off.
I was
Okay.
trying to do teeny weeny itsy bitsy yellow polka dot
Yeah.
bikini, but I didn't get there.
It's okay. Now you
It's
got
okay.
it.
We were there. We
Okay.
understood.
All right. Just wanted to put that out.
We're just glad you know the references.
Yeah, and then even though my character of choice never used Cody or Guy,
You
I
never use Guy?
love Hager. I think he's awesome.
Wait, why would you never use Guy?
I think Hager's awesome. I thought
He's
I
pretty
loved
awesome.
The
He's
pile
more
driver
unique.
and
He's
the
more
spins
unique.
were awesome. He was a very unique character. You're right. Igor knows.
That's nuts.
No.
You don't want to play as a ninja.
Nah.
You've seen one ninja. You've seen.
I'm a
them all.
brawler.
Yeah.
I'm more of a brawler, you know. So I'd have to dead Hagar this one time. Sorry, buddy.
Oh,
But, yeah. Igor.
nothing. Not even. He's a mayor.
Yeah, I know, but that's what happens sometimes.
Damn.
I think once Tiris, my new wife, ends up conquering these lands, maybe she'll become something too, and I can kind of take over as the king.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I'm going for.
Okay.
And I'll wear just a little leaf over my dick.
Just need a little leaf is good
A
enough.
little leaf, tiny little leaf.
Just a tiny leaf.
You know, it'll be fine. Agar, thank you so much for joining
Yes,
us.
yeah. Thank you.
Tell your wives and all your friends to listen to the podcast.
I will tell some of my wives.
Yeah.
Maybe actually, I won't tell any of my wives.
Tell them our wife.
Yeah.
No, they don't know about the other wives.
Oh, that's true.
All right. Well, at least tell the book wife so she can write it down.
No, I won't. I definitely won't tell the book wife.
Yeah, because they can't know about each other.
No, they can't.
No, I mean tell the book wife just about the podcast.
But they're going to
No,
listen
no,
and hear this.
That's
Oh, damn.
It's gonna blow his
you're not
cover.
thinking it through. Okay?
Yeah, it wouldn't be good.
Sorry. Well, we're thinking selfishly. We're
Well,
thinking in
they'll
terms
say
of
why.
us.
They'll say why. Why do you want me to listen to this podcast? I'll say no reason.
Yeah.
And don't listen to episode 41 or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be good. So thank you again, Igor. Guys, thank you so much for listening. When you see a candle out there, give it
You can light it yourself.
light it yourself.
Yeah.
Give it a thumbs up for Igor. Save him a couple seconds there. He's got a busy job, this guy.
Very
So,
true. Very true.
Thank you guys for listening. We will talk to y'all next week.
Garbage chicken.
Goodbye.